Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ida Hara, and I'm going to be a senior at Bogan High School. And this summer, I've been working in the Plant and Science Center's ecology lab with my mentors, Rebecca Tonieto and Hannah King, on methods for accurately surveying bee populations. So, some facts about bees. There are about 25,000 species of bees worldwide, and 4,000 of these bees are native to the U.S. However, honeybees are not native to the U.S. They were brought here by European settlers in the early 1600s for beeswax, propolis, which is what they use to keep their beehives together, and it's also used in various medicines, and honey, since they are the only bees that produce honey. Bees live for about 6 weeks, with the exception of honeybees and some bumblebees. They can live for about a year, depending on if the bee is a male or female and what time of year was born, and their queens can live for about 3 to 4 years. Bees can pollinate thousands of flowers within their lifetime. For example, the southeastern blueberry bee can pollinate 50,000 blueberry flowers within its lifetime, and that's $20 worth of blueberries in the markets. That's so amazing. Bees are being threatened across the world. Honeybees are the major concern because honeybees can pollinate more, like a lot of our crops, and they've been going to opening beehives and seeing that bees are missing, and they're calling it colony collapse disorder, and there is no explanation for it. They don't necessarily know if it's a virus or if it could be pesticides. They don't know. But not only are honeybees declining, but our native bees are also declining. So with this happening, researchers have been using different methods to catch bees, to take them back for research to see what is causing bees to decline. So some of these methods that we use are bee bows, which are UV fluorescent colored bows, and nets, which are kind of like little nets that you can catch the bee in. It's really woven together tightly so that bees won't escape from it. And my mentor, Rebecca Tonieto, was the first person to go out and use bee bows at different heights in prairies. Now, bee bows have been used in different heights like rainforests and forests, but my mentor has been the first person to do it in prairies, which is awesome. And once these bees are caught, they're taken back to the lab, cleaned, and sent off for research. So with this new bee bow method going on and people using them at different heights, I want to see if it actually was it necessary. So the question I came up with was, at what bee bow height, at 0 meters or 1 meter, will collect more bees? So my hypothesis was that bee bows at 1 meter will collect more bees because most flowers are not on the ground. They're more elevated off of the ground, and bees fly the majority of the day, so they'll go for the flowers that are higher where they can see than the flowers that are lower or on the ground. So overall, my hypothesis was supported by this data. Bee bows at 1 meter did collect more bees at 0 meters, and CGB prairie and in northeastern Illinois prairies. So having bee bows at different heights can capture more biodiversity among bees and not just collect one type of bee. Like I said, the bee that probably jumped into 0 meters was one that's coming out of its nest, and not all bees nest underground. Some bees have hives and some bees nest in like old logs. So it's better to have them at 1 meter where all bees can see them, because not all bees nest underground, so not all bees will see the ones at the lower range. So from the results that I've got, bee bows at different heights is an effective method toward catching bees, and this is recommended for scientists to collect accurate representative data for modeling bee populations, so they won't think that, oh, this area here is mainly this many bees or this many bees. They can know that it's probably more bees than just that, than sitting upon the ground and having a certain type of bee, whereas if you put them up high, you might collect more bees, a more accurate biodiversity of bees used. And I would like to thank Ben Durham and Murphy Thomas for being great instructors and helping me with my PowerPoint presentation and just showing me different things that I've never known before in the classroom. So I thank you both so much. And I also really want to thank Rebecca Tonieto and Hannah King for taking the time out of their busy schedules, for being 2 college students trying to get 2 different degrees and working with me at the same time to help me with my project, and having their own huge projects, which are very important. So I thank you so much. And I also want to thank Jonah Saganesi for giving me a plot in the botanic garden to work in, because without her, I wouldn't have any of my own data. And I also would like to thank Shelley Bender for giving me the opportunity to be here at the botanic garden. I really appreciate it, and it opened my eyes to a lot of new things. And I also like to thank the College First interns for giving me an awesome time here at the Botanic Garden this year. You guys are amazing. So, are there any questions?